Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 10055 Southwest Pix Court here in Tigard. We're located inside the basement bathroom or downstairs bathroom. Pulled the toilet going through a 3-inch ABS cleanout. Toilet flange. We're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We'll have water running here in just a moment. Here we go. And to get through all the twists and turns, we're going to keep the camera moving fairly quickly. We will reel back slower, though, at the end when it's all drained out. Here we go. Transitions here at 44 feet over to concrete pipe, appears to be 6-inch diameter. Transitions here over to 3034 PVC pipe. And we just went through a section there with some standing water and debris. We'll take a look at that on the way out when it's all drained. Just switch back to 3034 PVC pipe there. It looks like we were at the main lateral connection here at about 88 feet out. I'm going to go do locates to verify where the line terminates. Then we'll let the line drain out completely before reeling in. Okay, located the camera head successfully out the main on Southwest Pix Court, and you can see now the water's drained out. This is the main lateral connection. It's tying right into the top of the main. And we're down to just a trickle at this point. We're going to go ahead and start reeling in. We got some very, very minor standing water in that concrete section here. You can see right here what we're talking about. This is only about a 1/16 of an inch, unless you're flushing cloth rags down the line, stuff that really should not be going down the line. That is not going to affect the flow. And you can tell we're not having any major debris buildup there, so for that reason I don't recommend correcting that amount of standing water. It's just simply not worth it. Anything that's going to stick in that spot there is going to stick into part of the line that drains properly. And we do have root intrusion coming through here just inside the concrete transition at about 44 feet out. Alright, this is located just about 2 feet. It's 4 feet 10 inches deep, but it's about 2 feet from the edge of the driveway on the left side of the driveway if you're looking at the front of the house from the street. Due to the root intrusion, I do recommend a spot repair to correct that. Beyond that, the concrete and the PVC pipe here consistently has it looks like it's settled or was installed this way, where you've got, I mean, a 1/16, 32nd of an inch of standing water throughout that whole spot there. That does not concern me. It'd certainly not be worth tearing up the entire street to fix a 32nd or a 1/16 of an inch of standing water. Especially, and I wouldn't expect it to collect debris. You can see how clean the line is. There's no debris buildup. Generally, when you have a significant belly and flow issue with a house of this age, you will have tons and tons of debris collecting in the line. Because there is a root intrusion, though, I do recommend spot repairing that, and I would look into doing a pipe liner rather than trenching. You can do whatever you want, but that will allow you to not have to tear up the driveway. You can just do an epoxy liner in there and call it good. Alright, we located the external clean out here. If you're looking at the front of the house from the street, we're about 1 foot to the right of the garage, almost smack dab underneath the hose bib there. I put a little white paint down on the cap so it's easy to find. It's about 6 inches or so under the soil. We've uncovered it. There is a clean out. We're going to go ahead and reel the camera on out of the line here. I do recommend the spot repair to correct the root intrusion. Aside from that, the little bit of standing water in the line there, there's, in my opinion, it's an absolute waste of money to be doing any repair on that kind of stuff. And it's not, especially when it's not showing any signs of having flow problems anyway. And typically with standing water, I don't see regular toilet paper collect until you have at least 5 feet of pipe with at least 1 inch of standing water. Now that was hovering a 32nd to a 1/16 of an inch, and that water isn't even taking up the entire width of the flow line. Now it might as well be about nothing there. Just make sure you're not putting bacon grease down the sink. That's the only thing that will collect whenever there's any amount of standing water is cooking oil. Aside from that, you have to be flushing like my pink rags down the line to get anything to hang up there, and even then it would probably still handle a fair amount of abuse. So at this time, we do have adequate flow all the way to the main lateral, despite the root intrusion. I do recommend repairing that, however. It looks like the roots are penetrating the sidewall as well as the joint. When they're coming right through the concrete like that, at a certain point, it will deteriorate the pipe and cause it to fall apart. As well, if those roots are able to get into the flow line, you can get some blockages occurring due to that. Aside from that, the rest of the pipe there is in good condition, has adequate flow, and is functioning at this time.